So many books about a loser. Why are we reading these? So this secret is coming out. Aravir used to watch. Don't.
I hope his classmates are watching this.
Yes.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Daddy Knows Nothing. I'm Abhisar.
And I'm Aravir.
And this is Daddy who knows nothing.
I'm Daddy who knows. Little bit I know now.
2 or 3 atoms.
Do I have like a molecule of knowledge?
Depends on the compound you're talking about. Now see, suppose you're talking about carbon dioxide, that would work, or water, that would work. But if you're talking about a complex compound like methane or something,
chemistry. What are we talking about today that I don't know anything at all?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Well, it's not a diary, they're like a series of diaries. It's a very, very popular and famous franchise, is it?
yeah, New York Times #1 bestseller, whatever that means.
Well, that means everybody. All books are #1 bestsellers.
I know, I mean, seriously.
No, but this one is genuinely like everywhere I go in the bookstores and there are huge, like this is Diary of a Wimpy Kid is really, really very popular.
Yeah.
So who's written these books? This guy looks like a crazy person.
Jeff Kenny. We have an autographed copy of one of the books.
I met him. Well, I mean, I didn't meet him. I heard him speak.
How do I know that you have not scribbled this?
No.
I just think autographs are a bunch of squiggly lines. Well,
Okay. Tell me about the experience of having met Mr. Jeff Kinney and how was that whole thing?
Oh, it was hilarious. Originally, he wanted to get into drawing comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when he went to comic conventions, he realized that his drawing wasn't that great as many other people. So he created his own format for himself, in which he would be writing as a kid, because he realized his writing was great. So he wrote the comedic experiences that the kid had based on his own childhood and that of others, and he would draw these little sketches and stuff throughout the book, which supposedly the kid drew inside his diary to show the stuff.
there's this one book called The Meltdown. It's hilarious.
You know what it reminds me of? Especially this kind of artwork and this kind of writing and drawing in the using all the way up to the margins and all. It reminds me of a magazine that we used to get as children. It was called the Mad magazine.
I know about that.
And Mad magazine used to be hilarious. It was so funny. Mad magazine had a mascot, Alfred Newman, who gave the slogan, "What? Me? Worry?" Which kind of became inspirational for the Batman's Jokers. Why so serious? So Abhisar, can you tell me what is this Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Who's the main character?
It's about this kid called Greg Heffley. He's a loser who does not do good things.
He's an unpopular loser who keeps on hatching little schemes to get to the top, and these little schemes always come at the cost of someone or the other else.
At the end of his schemes, they end up pushing him down to the loser board even further.
He's not very good at quizzes and math and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's very crafty. Like, he's always finding new and inventive ways to cheat and coming up with excuses for why he couldn't do his homework. So he's actually very clever, but he's not very knowledgeable.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. What is Wimpy?
Complains about life.
Like
All
Ross
the time.
from Friends.
Well,
He
the
whines.
thing is, Greg constantly complains. He feels like life is unfair to him. He thinks that he's going to grow up and be rich and famous. He mentions that all the time, actually. He thinks that one day, when he's rich and when he's famous, people want to know what happened to him in his childhood. How was it like?
Yeah,
Is he going to go to endless interviews? No.
So what he'll do is he'll just be like, here's my childhood diary, journal. Sorry, he calls it a journal.
One second, what's the difference between a diary and a journal?
A diary is put your emotions and feelings into it, whereas a journal is like just recording the stuff that's happening. And journals, in his opinion, are cooler than diaries. So obviously, it's a journal.
But then why call it diary?
The thing is, there's just a joke, and the book also addresses that he didn't go buy this.
His
His
mom
mother
bought
did,
it.
and his mother is just, divorced in his opinion. She's a very nice person, but he doesn't like her, so she, bought a book that says diary on
What?
it.
Y'all are reading a book about a boy who doesn't like his mother. Does your mother know about this?
No, she's
No,
read
see-
them. She's read them too.
See,
If you read any literature which is saying anything against parents, my dad used to say, हम उन सारी किताबों को काबिले जब्ती समझते हैं कि जिनको पढ़ के बच्चे बाप को खपती समझते हैं. Okay.
Let's get to the mother.
mother is overbearing. She's always making these whole ideas and family plans on how the family can spend time together. But more often than not, these plans end up,
Which just leads to everybody getting irritated.
she has cringy ideas that nobody likes.
For example?
going on family trips, but not what you're imagining.
What?
No,
No,
cringy
everybody-
family trips. Not like fun trips, but like trips in which she goes to all the fun family destinations that are fun for the entire family.
Are they fun for the entire
No,
family?
no, no.
They're just fun for 3 or 4-year-old toddlers.
That links up to another one of our characters, Manny, his younger brother.
Oh, you relate to it because you have a younger brother.
No, he's like a baby.
You were a baby.
I remember you as when you were a baby. You were kind of like Manny a lot, actually.
I've done my job. Now
Hey,
these
please.
two will fight.
Narayana Narayana.
Oh, please, I was not like Manny. Well, anyways, and you have not done your job because I just undid your job. I'm talking to you now. Well,
Okay.
so like I was saying, Manny is just a baby, and that's how he gets away with everything.
Babies emotionally blackmail everyone.
Oh, it's not emotional blackmail. He doesn't go so far as that with Greg. With Greg, he's just openly bad. And the thing is that because Greg is the middle child, all the responsibilities fall to him. And
Oh.
basically, Manny manages to he's basically fondled over with the
You know, middle
parents.
childs always have a problem. In our generation, people used to say, there was a song also, जो ना छोटे हैं ना बड़े बड़ी मुश्किल में वो पड़े. I'm trying to use as much Hindi as possible in this episode because we've got remarks that we don't have enough Hindi in the episode.
Okay,
Shall
you
we
say
try
that.
and speak for Hindi in Hindi for a few minutes now?
जी हाँ.
जी हाँ, जरूर. तो बात करते हैं ग्रेग हेफले के परिवार की. उसका एक छोटा भाई है जिसका नाम है
Manny.
मैनी. But how can a single person be Manny?
मैनी की मुंह की डिजाइन थोड़ी अलग है.
This is Manny.
Yes.
Looks like a little puppy.
He looks like a muggermuch. Look at
Looks
him.
like a मगरमच्छ.
His teeth jutting out from there.
मगर ये तो too much है.
And we talked about his younger brother, but we never said about his older brother,
Oh, he has an older brother.
Roderick.
Oh, Roderick is his elder brother.
And he is not a good person.
He's a punk.
What is a punk?
Like he's in a rock band. He drives in a van. He goes like, hey, and he keeps on getting into trouble. And
He has a band.
It's called Loaded Diaper.
What?
I know, it's the worst
His
name.
band is called Loaded Diaper.
Well, sure, that's what he calls it.
Diaper.
Except on the thing on his van, which he has, it's spelled Loaded Dipper.
It's LODEDDIPER. Let me take a wild guess. It sucks. The band sucks, right?
All the band.
Oh,
It's a
it
very bad
sucks.
band.
But they act rocking all the time, even though they aren't.
Although he has a habit of sleeping a lot. He slept through a day once.
Is he a teenager?
Yes.
So he music buff. He sleeps a lot. Is he like Aravir?
Narayana Narayana.
Well, sleeping factor, yes. Except apart from that, no.
Aravir, why do teenagers sleep so much? What is it with your physiology?
We're growing boys or something like that.
So what is the problem between Roderick and Greg Heffley?
Well, he's the worst older brother.
Worst
ever.
older brother.
He bullies him and takes advantage of him all the time and lies to Greg a lot to
Lies.
embarrass him in different
Oh,
ways.
that's not like
Lying,
Aravir.
lying.
Aravir never lies.
Yeah, he doesn't lie most of
Yeah,
the time. Or,
yeah.
Well, maybe he has lied, but how are we supposed to know?
What? I don't do that, Arisha. Let's finally get to your counterpart.
My counterpart. Okay.
Dad!
Dad. Oh.
If I had to describe dad in one word, it would be obsessive. Obsessive over everything. Civil War minifigurines, the
Especially
outdoors, fishing, camping, outdoor stuff.
Taking kids outdoors to have fun and enjoy and bond and have a good family. This is a typical dad thing to do, and I totally
I know.
stand by Greg
Yeah, I know.
Heffley's dad.
Greg Heffley's dad is right to send him out, but Greg is a bit too obsessive about Twisted Wizard, which is a video game he plays.
Okay.
But it's not right also. Like, Greg's dad is dismissive of everything Greg does, and like if it doesn't concern like sports or stuff like that, he doesn't like it that much. And one time Greg wanted to quit something, and he was like, "No, I don't raise quitters. You're going to keep on doing it because I don't raise quitters and stuff." So
Okay. Yeah. That's not excessive force is not a good thing.
Well,
It's not
anyways,
nice.
his dad hates all teenagers in existence.
On Halloween, he would hide in the bushes with a hose, or a bucket of water.
Aye.
And when the teenagers would come by late at night for trick or treat and stuff, he would douse them with water.
Wow.
This was some twisted
So
way
he
of
made
him
he made
getting
Holi out of
revenge.
Halloween.
Yes, and he loved it. He loved it.
Ridiculous.
You know, this reminds me of another great dad in comic book or comic
Yes,
strip fiction, Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin's dad is like the funniest dad ever, isn't he? He's so
Yeah.
cool. So how different
Overly
is Greg Heffley's dad from Calvin's dad?
Well, Calvin's dad is like, he's reached his broken point already and he's just a dead husk and overly sarcastic now. Like,
And he's
well,
so
I can't deal with
existential,
Calvin.
yeah.
This guy, he's still trying. He still thinks that I can turn my sons around or something.
Oh.
He does a bond with his son over one thing, and that's this bad comic book that that's there inside the newspaper, and he and Greg, they have to keep on reading it every day.
Because they hate it. Every time they read it, they're like, "What trash is this?
This is rubbish!
I hate it.
But we still have to watch it or read it.
Yeah.
Read it so
This-
that they can insult it."
This reminds me of something.
No.
Even Aravir used to do that. Abhisar, come on.
Don't.
Remember?
Reveal.
Remember? It was a TV show which his grandmother used to watch.
Don't.
I hope his classmates are watching this.
Yes!
All the Sass Bahu serials.
Okay, so this is a secret is coming out. Aravir used to watch. He got
TV was
hooked.
on.
So
I
popular.
was eating my breakfast.
Saas Bahu show.
I would sit on this couch.
Saas Nibhana
Where is he
Satya.
supposed to
Saath
sit?
Nibhana Satya.
Terrace.
We have talked about his father, his mother, his brother, his
The whole
younger
family,
brother,
whole
the whole
family.
family. Who else?
His best friend-ish.
Rowley.
Rowley.
Rowley. He's
Rowley
a complete
is-
idiot person who's very good at hard.
Look,
Oh.
he's just a very naive, innocent person who
He's
keeps on
very
getting
innocent.
advantage and taken care, like.
Taken advantage of by Greg.
Okay.
I would say I'm like Rowley, innocent and always getting advantage, taken care. Why can't I say that today?
Taken advantage of.
Taken advantage.
I can
of.
say a word that my older brother can't say. Rowley is always trying to copy everything Greg does and he doesn't like it.
Huh?
And he's just really innocent and stupid. Like he's got his own extra book where it's from his point of view. It's at the end there.
Okay, so awesome friendly kid. This is about Rowley.
And the writer changed his drawing style just for this book.
Because
he did.
he can't draw noses
Well, it's not that different. It looks the same to me.
without noses.
Yeah, actually,
I'm going to host this segment totally differently. Let me just take my glasses off.
Hold on a second.
It's a
Clark
new
Kent is
show now.
Superman?
Gangadhari Shaktiman. Don't you think it is wrong for us to have role models which are whiny, which are complaining, which are negative,
Who
which
said
are
he was a role
offense-
model?
I mean, he's a main character of a book, and it's been so many books.
No,
The author has gone out of his
no,
way to
no,
say,
no.
no, he's not a role model. Don't ever do anything he would do.
And still
Yes.
he's popular.
Yes.
He's popular as a loser, Dad.
He's popular as a loser.
Yes.
Wow, this format is very interesting, to write a main character who's a loser and the author is saying that don't follow him, and still the books are very popular.
Yeah.
So why are we talking about a stream of literature, a string of books, 18 books to be precise, right? Am I right? It's so many books about a loser. Why are we reading these?
Well,
I mean, not me. Why are you reading these?
because it's funny.
It is very funny.
It's very funny.
It's hilarious. He tried to make the books as relatable as possible to everyone and everyone's childhood.
Hmm.
And I think he's managed to achieve that, at least to some degree. And I think he's managed to tell most of people, like, he's trying to create this story of a childhood with lots of problems in its way, a childhood which is not perfect in any way. He's an unpopular kid. He thinks that he's going to grow up to be rich and famous. Obviously, lots of things go wrong. But that's the beauty, see. It's very relatable and it's hilarious. That's the beauty.
And if suppose grown-ups want to read it, Abhisar, do you think grown-ups will enjoy it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, at
It
some
was written
point,
by a grown-up
and everybody is a child.
at heart.
At heart, everybody has been a child. We all know what childhood was like. Even though you guys think that I've forgotten, but I've not.
So Hitler was a child at heart. Hitler knew what childhood was like.
No, that's the worst example that you can give, Aravir, please. I never expected that in an episode of Diary of a Wimpy Kid we are going to talk about Hitler.
Did you know that there's Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies?
Are they animated movies or live action
Live
movies?
action.
Live action movies. They found a boy to do the role. Somebody was ready to humiliate himself in front of the whole world.
That's funny because it's the plot of the movie.
That is true. Except in the movies, it's a little different because so that it's a movie, they have this whole heartfelt movement between like families and everything.
Oh.
And it's heartfelt,
So
and
the-
I don't like it.
The movie is more syrupy and more sappy.
Yeah.
It lost the essence of the books. Like if I had to explain it in American sitcom words, it's like comparing Friends to Seinfeld.
Oh, so books are Seinfeld,
Yes.
and that is Friends.
But the good news is that there's going to be a new adaptation coming on Disney Plus.
Of Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yes, series.
Wow. So like normally people say that sometimes the book is better, sometimes the movies are better. Never happens?
No,
never?
the movies
Never the movies are better?
The movies are never
better.
Come on, sometimes.
No,
Aren't
no.
Harry Potter movies better than...
No.
No.
What about Lord of the Rings?
Look, the books are obviously better
Yeah?
because of the long descriptions.
Okay. So what about this one? Are the movies at par with the book or...
No.
way. Tell me one thing. There is a formula. There is sketches. There is jokes, and there is a child and his family and his friends and misfortunes and stuff like that. One book, two books, three. Doesn't the formula get repetitive and doesn't it get boring?
Honestly, I never noticed the repetitiveness or anything like that up till the first 14 books. The last one I felt was not the best, but that's probably just a problem in one book.
Also, you have grown up.
Yeah, I've grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've grown up. I
Yeah.
don't find it repetitive
Yeah.
at
You're
all.
a teenager now. You
Hormones
hate
and
everything.
stuff. I hate everything.
Hormones.
I'm just gonna say that, I don't actually like Diary of a Wimpy Kid anymore or anything because I'm a teenager now and I
You
like
said you were
mature
going to
stuff.
say this so that people thought you were like liking complex literature and
Well,
stuff.
you have
I
an
do like
autographed
life complex.
book by the author.
That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, yet still you have it. So you were a fan, and once a fan, always a fan. Like I can never say that I was not a fan of Malgudi days.
I may still be a fan, but I don't enjoy it as much.
You don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, well, okay.
I can't lie about
I have
it.
to
If
grow
I
out
watch,
of it.
if I read like Indrajal comics even today or Chacha Chaudhary, I still enjoy it. It's okay.
That's just you not growing up.
Growing up is optional. It's a choice.
I'm
Oh, I
never
don't know
gonna
about
Growing
choose.
old is mandatory, compulsory. But growing up, I never took that choice.
I guess
never
that makes
gonna do
sense
that
considering
either.
over the last 15 years, he hasn't grown up at all.
Characters never grow old. I understand
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
He's always the same
Yeah.
age. Even
Calvin
address-
was like 50 years maybe.
He addresses this even in the book that he's like, I feel like middle school has been going on
But how do
forever.
they explain time in the books? Like if there is 16 or 18 or 20 books and
When
over a
I
period of
listened-
2 or 3
when I
years.
listened to Jeff Kenny speak, he basically said that since he wanted the book to have the same feeling all the time,
Yeah.
and for everyone to always relate to it,
Yeah.
basically Greg is always going to be a middle schooler. He's always going to be in the first year of middle school, no matter what happens. And it's like he's repeating the same year over and over again. It's just like that.
Oh, so every book is a new book in a way.
That's true.
Every
I
book
guess.
is a new
But
timeline.
it still continues. Like suppose the last book ended in January, the next book will pick up in February. So it's a straight line of like proper temporal flow.
Okay.
But it's also looping.
Oh, so sometimes, like you said, time is linear, so to speak, and they are just going on. But at the same time, like he doesn't carry the linearity too much in the books,
Yes.
right? Yeah, because that's the only way to write this kind of stuff.
I'm just saying that, maybe it's good that Greg is trapped inside this infinite loop because he keeps on expecting himself to grow up to be rich and famous, but we all know that that's never going to happen for him. So maybe it's
Okay.
just better he's going to be trapped in this unending unpopularity. And that's sad in a way, but also kind of funny.
It is funny. Everything has to be funny, otherwise it won't sell so much, right? Okay. Anything else that you want to tell the viewers about Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Don't do anything that Greg would do.
Never.
Never. Okay. So we'll wind up this episode. Thank you very much for telling me about Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was interesting, and maybe I will also pick up one of the books and start reading and see how it goes. Right? Until next time, you can wish bye-bye to our viewers.
And
Bye-bye.
like, share, and subscribe, and whatever.
And remember,
Look at Abhisar asking for like, share and subscribe like it doesn't matter only. Please say nicely.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe there.
There.
And also remember, I do not watch SAS Movie shows or read children's books at all.
He does.
Shut up, these people are
He
making
does.
fun of me. A few times I may have, but not anymore.
साथ निभाना साथिया part 2. Okay, bye bye until next time. This is Daddy, Abhisar and Aravir signing off from Daddy Knows Nothing.